Hey folks, Harris here with another child tax credit update. I'm going to talk about what's going on behind the scenes with the child tax credit and what to expect in the near future. So first things first, the child tax credit extension is actually just one component of the Build Back Better plan. Now, some people say the Build Back Better plan doesn't do enough for a lot of people, whereas a lot of other people say it's too excessive and it's only going to make the inflation situation worse. So anyway, the politicians left for vacation in the middle of December last year. But before that, the Democratic Senator Joe Manchin publicly said he's not in favor of the Build Back Better plan, which completely killed the plan because his vote is required to make this bill pass. Now that we're in January, let's see what happens. Maybe Joe Manchin changes his mind because remember, back in December, the Democratic leader Chuck Schumer promised to have the bill voted on before Christmas, but obviously that didn't happen because again, given Joe Manchin's position, it wouldn't make sense to do so. So what happens next? Before I get to that, just a quick reminder, be on the lookout in the mail for a letter you should be receiving. It's called letter 6419, and this letter you should be receiving if you received any child tax credit payments in the prior year. This letter is important because it's going to help you reconcile and make sure that you got all the payments that you were entitled to when you're filing your taxes. I'll make a separate detailed video on how all of this works, so be sure to subscribe to my channel. And also, if you did not receive any payments last year, then you will not be getting this letter 6419. However, if you are entitled to those payments and you haven't received those payments last year, you are still able to claim those payments when you do your taxes this year. So what's going to happen next? Well, this bill will likely keep getting revised until it's finally passed, and it probably won't be until March or later of this year. Even then, keep in mind this will still require the vote of Joe Manchin in order to pass. So what does Joe Manchin say? He wants our people to unite, but he thinks plans like this only cause further divide. He's actually okay with letting the tax credits expire. In fact, he's not in favor of them at all. He's trying to set up requirements so that parents have to be working in order to be eligible, and also he would like them to be from lower income families. In particular, his stance is, do you really think someone who's earning between $200,000 and $400,000 a year should be getting the same exact payments as someone making $50,000, $60,000, or $70,000 per year? So in a nutshell, he thinks it's really not a level playing field. So now the question is, can we adjust this bill so it is a level playing field, or is it possible to maybe have a standalone bill just for the child tax credit? And for something like that to take effect, you would need 60 votes. So 10 of those votes would have to come from the Republican side. So this is definitely a very difficult time for a lot of people, especially a lot of you watching this now. According to some stats, about 77% of households receiving child tax credit payments use them just to cover household necessities or use them to pay down debt. In addition, 91% of households that earn less than $35,000 per year, they depend on these payments just to be able to survive. These payments also reduce the likelihood of child poverty by about 40%, and the IRS said 36 million people received payments throughout 2021. With that said, that's the current status of the child tax credit as it stands currently. Let's hope for the best, whether it's a matter of Joe Manchin signing the bill as it is, or if it's a matter of the Democrats and the Republicans coming together, forming some sort of agreement to have a standalone child tax credit bill. Once again, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy updates like this. Thank you for watching.